What up, boys, and welcome back to yet another video. So in today's video, I want to talk a bit about crafted transmog and what you should and shouldn't do, because I get tons of questions about it. And that is mainly because if you've been watching the channel for a while, you probably know that I make a lot of gold with crafted transmog, so there's naturally going to be a lot of questions about crafted transmog. It is extremely simple, but there's a lot of common mistakes that people make. So that's why I made this video. So maybe I'll get less questions in the future, and hopefully it's going to help out a lot of you guys. Now, the complete guide to crafted transmog, like where to go and get all the plans and patterns and all of that, is actually one of the things that is like exclusive for the 0 to 10 million gold guide, which this week celebrates the 2-year anniversary. So with that, I'm currently doing a 1-week sale, the biggest sale I've done ever, which is 69% off on any of the gold guides. So if you're playing TBC Classic, if you're planning on playing Wrath of the Lich King Classic, you could even get that gold guide. And you can get this 0 to 10 million gold guide, which is the retail gold guide that has all of the crafted transmog and all of that in it. And the best part about these books is the fact that they get constantly updated for free. So the people that bought the 0 to 10 million gold guide 2 years ago are still receiving updates. And now with Dragonflight coming out, I'm going to update the gold guide with the Dragonflight farms, and you guys will receive all of the updates as soon as you've bought the book, right? So make sure to check it out now during the campaign. It's going to be linked down below in the description and also pinned comments. So the first thing, if you want to get into crafted transmog, yes, it is going to cost you some gold, and it's more importantly going to cost you some like a lot of time. Like, you need to put time investment into it, not only by leveling up the professions, but the real grind really starts when they're leveled up, and you need to go and get all the plants and patterns in the game. But where do you begin? And should you even begin when you don't have that much gold? And the answer to that is yes, definitely. And I'm going to explain to you guys why. It's one of the reasons why you should start leveling up your professions as soon as possible. And I'm talking leveling up in like Pandaria. If you guys don't know how it works right now, you pretty much have a skill for each expansion, right? So you can just skip leveling Outland and level Draenor Blacksmithing, for instance, and there's no problem with that. So what you guys should do, even if you have close to no gold at all, is to level up the Pandaria skill with leatherworking, blacksmithing, and tailoring. The reason why you want to do that is because once you've done that, you can craft the balanced Trillium ingot and the lightning steel ingot. Now, if you read the tooltip, it says very clearly, you may gain additional knowledge of ghost iron and discover a blacksmithing plan you have yet to learn. This can only be done once a day. So this is something that's time gated. And basically what it allows you to do is each day you will learn how to craft one of these crafted gladiator items. And if you count them, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? And that's just helmets. Then there's 8 shoulders, 8 chests, 8 gauntlets, 8 bracers, 8 belts, 8 legs, 8 boots, and then there's shields as well. So that is absolutely insane, and it's time gated. The same thing goes for the contender gear as well, right? So you want to get on that because it's exactly the same for tailoring and also leatherworking. So you just want to level up Pandaria profession just so you can start doing these crafts daily, because they are very good. They have a very decent sell rate. And not only that, but by doing the craft themselves, you will also gain a BOP material that's time gated to obtain. And using this one, you can craft extremely good weapons that are super valuable. So that should be your main prio. Now, if you, like, besides from leveling just the Pandaria professions, you guys should get started with tailoring. And that is just because tailoring usually has the low-cost crafts, and more importantly, it's the cheapest profession to level up. So that's why after getting like Pandaria on all your professions, you should level up, like max it out in each profession, tailoring, just because it's the cheapest one. And you can sell even the basic stuff, even like just bags, like low bags, like ember silk bags. You'd be amazed of how often they sell. So once you have that settled, there's one more thing that is super time gated, because time gating is a big one, and that is with blacksmithing, right? So with blacksmithing, with Cataclysm blacksmithing, should be a prio of yours, because with that, you can unlock some extremely good weapons. And there's a very good guide on Wowhead, a guide to the Molten Front and the respective quests. So it's basically a chain of daily quests, and the further you progress, the more daily quests you will unlock, and eventually you'll reach the point where you can buy a lot of really good like blacksmithing plans, like weapon crafts. They're extremely good. Engineering schematics as well, for that matter. But it takes like a total of, I think it's 21 days. If you do everything you're supposed to do, it takes 21 days of doing daily quests, straight up 21 days in a row, and you will be able to unlock this. I'm going to link this down below in the description, by the way, if you want to get into it. But these items are so damn good, and there's a lot of people that don't do it just because they're extremely lazy, right? But you have, like for instance, the Witch Hunter's Harvester, like this one, costs you less than 10,000 gold to craft, and it's a 65,000 gold profit. Like it's a bunch of items like this from the Molten Front, so that should also, once again, be a big prio of yours to get done. But first, do as I said, level up the Pandaria professions, obtain the different patterns and plans that you need to craft the daily cooldown, so you can start getting the crafted gladiator gear. Follow up by doing tailoring, and after you've done that, you want to get started with the Molten Front quest chain, right? Now, another thing that I see a lot of people do is they go and get some kind of list of how to get a plan and a pattern, and they chase that one. Instead of getting the easy to get patterns and plans, the ones that require maybe a reputation that you can farm to honored, revered, or exalted within a couple of like hours, maybe even less than that. They just go into Sunwell and they hunt like something extremely hard to get, which is a bad tactic, because it's all about quantity, diversification. You need to have a bunch of different stuff on the auction house, and you need to get it as fast as possible. Also, a lot of those very hard to get plans from like TBC raids, they tend to have a very high crafting cost compared to a lot of the others, so it shouldn't be on your prio list. It's better to get 50 different plans than get that one item. Even though that one item sells for a ton, it's still transmog. It's going to move slowly, so you're going to be better off getting a bunch of variety up on the auction house. And the best way to do that, which everyone should do, is simply by going on the auction house, right? You click on recipes, then you filter by uncollected only, and then you click on whichever profession you have on that toon. Like on this toon, I have blacksmithing, so there's going to be like no plants for me to buy because I have most of them. But I also have alchemy because I use them for transmute, but I don't craft any elixirs or pots or flasks or anything like that. So if I click on search right now, like everything on this list is patterns or recipes that I haven't learned yet. So what you want to do is you want to log on to your blacksmithing, your leatherworking, and your tailoring toon, and you want to buy out all of these, because they drop from, some of them are world drops, some of them drop from specific level range, specific mobs. But at least say like, okay, I'm going to buy every single one that's less than 500 gold. And then you just buy all of those up. And then you scan later on, maybe there's some new one listed for less than 500 gold. Eventually, you'll make a lot more gold, so you can go up to, okay, I'm going to buy everything that's under 1,000 gold. And you just keep on going like that. So if I buy this one for 69 silver, go to the mailbox, and then I learn this one. This is called the Elixir of Giant Growth. It was the cheapest one on the auction house. So if I now go on the auction house again and do another search, it's already known. Okay, I need to... Bad test. If I go again, recipes, let me just go leatherworking, and then alchemy, and it's not supposed to show up. It doesn't do that. Maybe I need to do a reload, because normally if... Oh my god, I didn't filter when I searched again. God damn. Do I? And the thing is, I'm not going to cut that out because everyone can now laugh at me when I did that. Recipe, alchemy, uncollected only, and boom! Imagine if it would have been on there now. That would have been kind of awkward. It's not going to be on there, so it's really easy to keep track of at least the recipes that can drop and can be sold on the auction house. And it is a super nice way of just getting a ton of stock up on the auction house. Because when it comes to transmog, I've said it 1,000 times. I will say it 1,000 times more. It's all about variety. You're not going to make any gold putting up 400 transmog items. It's not enough to guarantee multiple sales daily. So you do this, and some people are like, yeah, but student, what if I obtain some of these? I wasted gold. Like, it doesn't matter. If you happen to get the haste pots on your alchemy tune, you buy it on the auction house, 2 days later, it drops. Guess what? There's going to be another guy right behind you willing to buy it. You just sell it again, and you haven't really lost any gold. So always do this. Always. Every single time. And that is pretty much what I have for today's video. If you guys want me to elaborate on any other subjects, just leave the questions down below in the comment section. If you actually found the video helpful, make sure to press the thumbs up button on the video. It really helps out me as a content creator. And you can always subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of what I have to make. And as I said, if you guys haven't already, the best discount I've done so far, 69% off, lasts until Wednesday. Thank you all so much for the support on this during this campaign. It's been insane, and I'm super glad that you guys enjoy the gold making guide. It really does mean the world to me because I've spent a lot of time on this. So thank you all so much for watching. Video got longer than I expected. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I will see you all back in at tomorrow's video. But until then, bye-bye.